Hey guys, how you doing? It's January 28th, and I have a few news items I'd like to share with you guys. This one is from the CNN website, and it's on Haiti. And I know a lot of news um, has been going around about Haiti, and this is probably old to some of you. This is the first I've heard of it, and that is that there is a lot of orphans down there now, and there's been a big effort to um, adopt a lot of these orphans from the U.S. People from the U.S. want to go down and adopt these kids, and they're running into a lot of problems, a lot of red tape. They call it red tape issues with adoption. And yet there is an article that the president of Haiti was talking about, that there is a lot of trafficking, children trafficking down there, and he mentioned that it was for organs. I know that's kind of disturbing, but it seems like that's flowing pretty good. But the red tape on adoption is not going, and it's kind of strange to me. They should allow the adoptions to be moving rapidly instead of, you know, I would rather them be adopted than being trafficked for whatever reasons. And there's another article right beside that. Just go to CNN and check out the Haiti news there. Um, Also, I don't know if you guys watched the State of the Union address by President Obama, and he made a lot of promises. I mean, there's a lot of positive stuff there, but the promises that he has made while on the campaign trail, I don't know as if very many of them have actually panned out, I guess I could say, about, you've probably heard all the issues, the promises that he has made um, before, like Guantanamo, shutting that down, and which he hasn't, and also removing troops in the first 12 to 16 months, I think it was, that he hasn't done that. I don't see how he could stop the occupation of Iraq. And also to bring the troops home, get them out of there in 16 to 18 months. But he hasn't done that. And also, not only that, he's expanded. He's, pushed more than 30,000 troops over there to Afghanistan. And I think that's just the beginning, because you can't have a military complex like we have, occupying 180 nations, I believe it is. We have a military presence there, and to all of a sudden have one president come in and just stop that. I don't think he can do that. Um, and also, you know, there's just it's not I don't know, encouraging to me to see all the promises that he did make and not go through with those, and yet in the State of the Union promise all these other things which his policies speak directly against. They promise a lot of stuff, but then once they get back into office, they're doing the exact opposite. I don't know why that is. I have a hunch, but I'm not exactly for sure. Um, and my advice is to not put faith in man, because he'll fail you. Um, Also, there's another website that I like to get information off of, and I'll give you that here in just a minute. But it says that foreclosures are reaching record highs, and they're not just among the subprime. That's pretty much worked its way through, and I think there will be a second wave of those also. But the prime mortgages are going through the same stuff that us lower middle class guys have gone through, and a recession or depression is no respecter of persons. And also, and I can't, I don't think anybody can say for sure where it's going to go. But when I tell people, I think that there's another 20 to 30% decline in home prices, they can't believe that, because we've supposedly are coming out of the recession. and prices are going to start going back up. But at the same time, you can't have that because unemployment is going through the roof, and I think it'll continue to go up through 2010 at least, and yet have prices stabilize or go back up or stay where they're at. It just doesn't happen that way. They need to come down in order to stabilize and people get back into them, but that takes jobs. It takes people working to be able to afford those homes. There's another article I read about homeschoolers in Germany are finding asylum here in the U.S. because there's a few of them. Well, actually, let me read that to you right here. It says that it's a German family. A U.S. immigration judge's decision to grant political asylum to a German family with a well-founded fear of persecution, he says, for homeschooling their children should send a powerful message to the German government to change its stance on homeschooling, the family's attorney said. Homeschoolers are not a threat to the German society, said Michael Donnelly. And I agree with that. I don't think homeschoolers are a threat to society. I think they help build society. The trend is that homeschoolers are some of the brightest people out there, and more well balanced. But then on the other hand, you have the state education, which it has its place, I believe. But there's a lot of things that the state promotes that I don't agree with, and that well, you can just see, look at the programs that they're putting in the schools with all of the the homosexual agenda, and there's probably a lot of stuff out there that just isn't good, and I don't think that our children need to be hearing about that. And oh, I should have posted an article. I'll find it and do another video on it. But they were actually giving students a class on alternative lifestyles and to not discriminate against them, and showing this video and made it mandatory that they had to watch it. Crazy stuff like that. And knowing that stuff, I can't imagine, setting my child down in front of that type of thing. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. I was going to mention a few sites that I visit quite a bit. One of them is Patriot Trading Group. There's a lot of articles in there. They give you, I don't know if you're interested in metals, but they give you the spot price from Kitco pretty regularly. And shadowstats.com, they'll give you the real numbers on unemployment. And also Infowars.com. I know that's Alex Jones's channel. I think he's probably a little sensationalized, but the information I think is credible, because he has other people gathering his information for him. Also, actually that's probably it. I'm probably getting a little long on this video. Anyway, I'll see how it goes. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll probably speak to you here in a few days. If something else happens, which I'm sure it will, I'll get back with you. You guys have a good day.